The advanced tuck planche is a level after learning the tuck planche. So if you're anything like me, you might be struggling, frustrated, and just confused with how to get that transition from being in a tuck position to getting in that kind of more open advanced tuck position. In this video, I'll be giving you everything you need, and any problems you might be having, I'll solve them for you in this video and teach you exactly how to bridge that gap between tuck planche and advanced tuck planche. So you guys know we always start these calisthenic tutorial videos with the form, so you know exactly what the movement should be looking like and what you should be aiming for. And we're going to be doing this for the advanced tuck planche, of course, which I'll be calling ATP for short, and you science guys might know that reference. But anyway, let's get on with the form of the advanced tuck planche. So to get into the advanced tuck planche or ATP, you first need to get into a tuck planche. And if you don't know how to do that, I'll link you to my previous video, the ultimate guide to learning how to tuck planche. It's a complete video. Any problems you might have learning the tuck planche, you can find in that video and how to solve those problems. So first watch that video, learn how to tuck planche, and then you can come back to this video later. So if you need to, save this video and come back later. Next comes the transitions, and this part is really important, so listen closely. Once you're in the starting position in the tuck planche, there's only one movement you need to do to get into the advanced tuck planche, the ATP. All you need to do is, while keeping your back and hips where they are, so you need to try and keep your back in a straight line and your hips where they are in line with your shoulders, all you need to do is bring your legs out and your knees out so you're less in a ball. So you start bringing your knees out slowly while trying to keep balance. Everything else keeps the same, and you just bring your knees out until your upper leg hits 90 degrees with the floor. And that's it. Once you've done that, you're in the advanced tuck planche and you've done it. So this sounds super easy, right, the way I'm explaining it, but trust me, it might be a little bit difficult, it might be a bit of a struggle, at least it was for me. This was definitely the hardest planche progression for me to learn, and I've gone all the way from tuck planche to on my way to learning the full planche, and I've done everything in between. And advanced tuck planche, the ATP, was definitely one of the most frustrating to learn. So just like the other advanced tuck or tuck planche video that I did, I'm going to go through all the problems you might have while learning this move and just tell you how to resolve them, or at least how I resolved them. So first things first, before I go on to the problems and how to solve them, you need to have a good strength baseline. So before you start, make sure that you have a good tuck planche with good form for at least 8 to 10 seconds. So if the form isn't good but you're still holding for 8 to 10 seconds, keep going until you get good form, 8 to 10 seconds. I can't bring my knees down without losing balance and falling. So this problem is usually what happens when you first start to learn the advanced tuck planche. So you get into the tuck planche position, the thing you've been training, you're good at that, you get in that position, and then when trying to release your knees and go into that advanced tuck planche position, you just kind of can't really balance and just fall instantly. So again, this is something that happens just as you start learning. Your body isn't used to being in that position, and I'll explain why this happens and how to fix it. So what's going on in this movement? So you're in the tuck planche position, so you're in a ball, and then now you're releasing your knees. So by releasing your knees, you're bringing your feet back or part of your legs backwards. So basically, you're shifting your center of gravity. Therefore, how to fix this problem and smoothen that transition when releasing your knees and keep balance is to increase your shoulder stability and strength, as well as your wrist strength and stability. So if I was your planche doctor, I'd be subscribing you shoulder exercises. So this could be the shoulder exercises you're already doing. I'll tell you to try and progress in those. So if they're overhead presses, front raises, or if you're doing strictly body weight, then planche leans. And if you don't know what planche leans are, you definitely need to watch that previous tuck planche guide. But yeah, that's what you need to be doing to be increasing your shoulder stability and wrist stability. Alongside that, I'll be subscribing you the exercise tuck planche to advanced tuck planche pumps. My back arches when I release my knees. This is something you want to avoid like the play. You want to keep going with your planche training as you did with the tuck planche while keeping your back straight and your hips in line with your shoulders. You don't want to deviate from that, because if you start changing it in the advanced tuck planche, you're going to start learning the straddle planche with a banana back, a kind of arch back, and that's not what you want. You want to get a nice flat, full planche. You don't want to be arching your back. So this is where you want to stop it now before you get into a habit of it. But don't worry, I've got you. I'm just letting you know that this is a thing and can happen so that you're aware of it. So if you see when you bring your knees back, your back is arching to compensate, you know not to do that and just to go slower and work on progressions again until you get stronger. And I'm going to tell you how to fix it if you are having this issue. So this problem can be due to quite a few different reasons. I'm going to tell you how to address it because I'll just be speculating otherwise. And basically how you fix this is to work on your core strength. So along with the other exercises in my previous back video, the key movement for lower back pain, where I go through a lot of exercises to help keep your back flat in a lot of calisthenics movements. So if you haven't watched that, watch that. But along with those exercises, I would suggest doing knee raises. And you can do these knee raises either hanging or on parallel bars. So I love doing knee raises because it is the exact movement you're doing in the advanced tuck planche. Just in the advanced tuck planche is a bit of a smaller range of motion. However, in knee raises, you're going from your legs out straight or as straight as they can be and bringing your knees up into that ball position, as in the tuck planche. And then halfway in between is that advanced tuck position where your knees are 90. So by doing knee raises against gravity or even with weights on your feet or however you want to do them, you're going to be strengthening your core muscles for the exact same movement you're learning in the advanced tuck planche. However, when you do them, you want to make sure you're not using momentum to swing, as this will cause your back to arch and can make the problem worse. You want to be doing this slow and controlled, and you can see me doing side by side the two different ways that you can do them. One is wrong, where you're swinging and arching your back, and one is right, where you're keeping your back straight and flat and you're just moving your legs. And this is what you want to be doing in the advanced tuck planche. The advanced tuck planche can be a struggle to learn, and for me it was the most frustrating progression to learn in my whole calisthenics journey so far. So don't worry if you're finding it a little bit difficult at the moment. Hopefully this video has given you the tools you need to learn how to do the advanced tuck planche as quickly as you can. And if you've enjoyed it, if you've liked the tips, then like the video so I know you guys are liking this kind of content. And as you know, subscribe. We're trying to hit 200 subscribers, so why not? So guys, I'll see you guys in the next video. I've been the Jack Vegan. I hope you guys have liked this one, and I'll see you guys in the next one.